Well, hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul and I'm joined by...
Thomas.
Thomas is joining us for today.
What did I
We're
do
about to
wrong
watch
there?
episode 3 of The Dominators. There was just quite a gap.
Oh, right, sorry.
There was just quite a gap there. I think that we're having a bit of a delay, you and I, today, I think, between us.
There's a bit of a lag, an internet lag.
Cully, what's happening?
I don't know. The door, quick! Stuck.
Anyway, as I was going to say,
We're trapped.
do put your comments below, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do join our Discord community by clicking on the link in the description and coming over there for some more Doctor Who chat.
Because I have seen these Dominators. We were taken aboard their spacecraft. Believe me, they're callous, without pity. Oh, I can't say.
It's interesting, like a totally pacifist society and sort of not really knowing how to react to violence.
I think I read somewhere that this was a bit of a comment on the hippie movement,
Oh, interesting.
like the feeling that it was misguided.
The problem with those outfits is it makes them look a little bit like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I was in Suffolk at the weekend. Can you see that? That's me. And if I zoom in... So basically, I found a poster in Southwold in Suffolk of the Wolves Skyray.
That's crazy.
It even says the 6D next to it.
Not going to work unless I
No way!
It's so cool. I mean, it's called Rocket in the photo, so I don't know if it was a slightly different one, but it is slightly torn. It was like another poster was meant to be on top of it, and we're seeing what was beneath.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if
back
it was
the
just
layers
up
of
there for
history.
homage, but I thought that was funny because we reacted to the Wolves Skyray ad.
Yeah, yeah. That's so bizarre.
The Doctor's a complex character because is he a pacifist or isn't he? And he
No.
has big
Yeah.
regrets about fighting when he has fought, and you know is always looking for the way of peace, but sometimes you know needs to stand up. I mean, Jodie Whittaker has no issue just destroying all those Dalek ships in flux.
You know, in the new series, in the more modern era of Doctor Who, meeting violence with violence would be frowned upon, whereas here they're kind of saying, no, we need to do it.
And it's kind of grappling with the idea of just war, isn't it? It's like
don't worry.
you wouldn't be able to lift those single-handedly, would you? They were actual rocks.
Nah, that'd be quite hefty. Particularly as they said that they're not hugely strong.
If it was pumice, you could do it.
That's true.
Oh, calling him a specimen. And that is the argument to fight, isn't it? That Zoe's going for is, you know, we've got to stand up against this view that denigrates humans to just their economic utility.
Then we can either fight,
Silence! Then, sir.
Fight!
submit, or flee.
Oh,
Like how the feet are just left there.
Stop.
yeah, there was quite a lot going on there in terms of the discussions about whether to fight or not. So there's a lot of the politics of the Dulcians, and I think Zoe was coming into her own quite a bit there, being quite assertive, and the plan to kind of those workers, the people who've been sort of put into manual labour, trying to escape, that was quite well done. That was a bit Great Escape almost, wasn't it? Sort of prisoner of war, kind of camp type vibe. So yeah, I thought it was quite ambitious and quite well executed. Good pyrotechnics again at the end as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like that pyrotechnics again. Yeah, I mean, I thought at certain points maybe it got a little bit talky and there wasn't a huge amount of movement and stuff, but I agree with you. Like, one of the things is, it's probably one of the more interesting things we've had, isn't it, in terms of exploring a theme of violence and non-violence and, you know, ways in which you resist those over you and things. So yeah, that is quite an interesting exploration of that, done obviously in a sci-fi way, very much detached from, an earthly plot, an earthly setting, but yet still obviously relevant for discussion. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes, because we've only got 2 parts left, really, haven't we? Because it's a 5-parter, so it's slightly more unusual in length. So we're actually over the midway hump now.
That's true, yeah. Oh, one thing. I have a very quick video, which I think is one of the funniest things I have ever seen.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I imagine you will have seen this, but it's an Australian MP talking about gay marriage. You seen this?
Oh no, it doesn't look familiar.
Okay, this is one of the best segues I think I have ever seen.
And a final observation on the same-sex marriage debate from Bob Catter.
I mean, people are entitled to their sexual proclivities. I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. But I ain't spending any time on it, because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
So we should put the whole country on hold until we sort out that particular problem.
Very compelling.
It's the way he changes all of a sudden.
People are entitled to their sexual proclivities. Let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. Well, I ain't spending any. Watch the shift in his face.
Entitled to their
He just changes.
sexual proclivities. I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. But I ain't spending any time on it, because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
He basically just says stuff that's a little bit outrageous.
What a character. What a character.
Bob Catter. But I ain't spending any time.
It's not just what he said, it's the way his face just changes into like pure rage, like disdain, just.
When people work themselves into a frenzy, it's so entertaining.
Gay marriage to crocodiles.
He's just done.
Oh dear. Ooh. I can't breathe.
But I ain't spending any time, mate.
His face. Oh, I'm crying.
Oh.
Ooh.
Cool. Well, good to see you, mate.
Oh, dear. Oh, gosh.
Well, good to see you, man. I'll see you next week.
Yes, thank you. Take care, mate. Good to see you.
Goodbye.
Bye.